deal? It's your boy Norms, and we are back. I took a little hiatus. Oh shit! I'm not even talking into the mic. That's how crazy it is. Long morning, but hey, what's up, guys? I'm back on it. You know what I mean? Visiting you guys, getting ready for this event going down August 24th in Philly at the Met, hosted by Gilly the Kid. Actually, is it Gilly the Kid? He goes by Gilly the King now. I still call him just Gilly. Gilly and Wallow. Shout out to my man Okoye. I'll be in the building covering the event. I will also be dropping a lot of blogs in regards to that event. Let me bring on my. Whoa, Jesus Christ, Africa. What is going on right here? My man, power to the hair. What's popping?
Man, what's popping? You know, we keeping the hair, nice and swagging. Let me get my
Looking like
phone.
Erica Badu. What's up, man?
Man, I'm Eric Badu, her brother.
What's
It's
good? What's
Eric.
good, man? This is the pack buster. I busted his pack a couple times and he decided to get off the air. But that's still my man. That's my point. You know what I mean?
Yeah, all right.
My man. Oh, hold on. Oh my God. This is just in. I just got a tweet. Javante Davis co-trainer Kenny Ellis has just indicated that they could now target Shakur Stevenson after Vasyl Lomachenko pulled out of negotiations. He Loma is straight ducking. Hopefully Shakur won't duck. People say Tank's ducking Shakur. Let's see. I'm gonna be honest with you, and I want to get into the Jake Paul thing. We'll get into that, but since I got that tweet, let's talk about it. I seen you say Lomachenko is ducking. I don't think he's ducking. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think this is what transpired. I feel like he wanted to fight, and since I think when he beat Kambosos, there was a negotiation. Since then, there was talking, and they were basically just waiting for Tank to beat Frank Martin. I think he beat Frank Martin. He knocked out Frank Martin, and then the real negotiation started. And I don't think it's a coincidence that when Tank allegedly asked for the 40 million, he kind of fell back. And if you follow Lomachenko's career, he doesn't really get into like the big negotiations type shit. And that's what his trainer actually stated. That his trainer was like, yo, he's backing up because he needs time. I don't think he wanted to deal with that. I think that's why Lomachenko actually decided to say, you know what, I'll wait. I'll step aside. I'll wait. You guys can do the Shakur show when you're done. You come back and we'll make it happen. I don't think that, and he said it. His trainer was like, money doesn't move Lomachenko, and Lomachenko doesn't. He's kind of like a soldier. He doesn't really complain. He doesn't really do things. Like, think about it. When have you ever heard Lomachenko complain about a contract, a deal, anything he's gotten? He doesn't really talk about it. He's kind of just wants to get in the ring and get busy. But I thought Tank was bugging asking for 40 million. Guaranteed, right up front. Hey, I mean, who does he think he is? Canelo? Talk to me, Packbuster.
Canelo asking for 200. Frank.
Oh no, well he's getting he got 40 for what's his name? Who did he just fight? You know who he got 40 for? I forgot who it was. But yeah, so I think that's happened. But they're talking about the Shakur stuff happening. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Well, I'll let you talk about it. What do you think about possibly them now targeting Shakur Stevenson?
Man, that fight gonna happen. That fight was gonna happen regardless because Shakur got a belt. Now he's independent, so he can make the most money in the pay-per-view. A la Haney. As you stated about the Lomachenko. I at the end of the day, I talk technical boxing.
You don't talk the business.
So, okay. I do talk the business technically, but the business of boxing this is the thing. To get hurt in boxing, you got to make sure your business is A1. Because we all know that you can get hurt. So it's just like, in my eyes, the money has to match the hurt. Lomachenko don't want to get hurt like that. I don't think he want to get put to bed. So all the negotiations and all of that, well, if that was the case, he would have fought different against Teofimo. Like he just
different type of dog though.
I'm not trying to hear that.
He is though.
Okay, well you a dog, so is Tank. get in there with him like you did Tio.
I mean,
You know,
Tank turned down the fight before. I mean, if history is correct.
Yeah, because that's fine. Now he wants to fight you because
Also,
now we're both right. Because I've been talking about this on my channel. How you calling me out because you feel I'm inexperienced, but now I do have the experience, and we're on the same playing field. Now you don't want to fight. Now it's about money. Hey, blood, you're gonna get the most money you ever got.
I don't think it's about money. I don't think it's about money.
Yeah, I know it's not about money. It's about getting stopped.
I don't think he gets stopped.
I do. Because Tank's records say it, not me. I'm just saying what's the actual facts of the matter.
He hasn't fought anything like Lomachenko.
Yes, he has.
Who?
Yes, he has. Pedraza and all of them.
Pedraza's nowhere near what Lomachenko is. Stop.
Hey, listen, Lomachenko doesn't see. This is why we be arguing because I'm talking technical boxing.
I'm talking about who's better.
Yeah, Lomachenko is just as good as all them other guys, but
he's better.
He ain't. No, he's not.
He's not better than Pedraza, Frank Martin, Rolly Romero, and Pitbull.
Listen, he doesn't move his head. So that's a recipe to get knocked out. So you can say what you want, but any fighter who don't move their head and know how to do it, you're going to get knocked out when you in there with Tank. So you can say what you want. Y'all can go all across the board and talk about, at the end of the day, it's about getting your ass knocked out in there. And when he get in there, there's a 95% chance he going to get knocked out because Gervonta has about 93, 93.3 knockout ratio. Do we got to go on a box rec and look at it? Yeah. I'm only speaking what actually happened.
Okay. Yeah. No. I'm sorry. Lomachenko is nothing like Frank Martin. He's not going to get trapped in the corner.
I know Frank Martin to beat Lomachenko. Lomachenko ain't trying to get in there with nobody like Frank. When the last time he fought somebody that size that can move two and black and they can punch?
Frank Martin
is not about to get in there. He's not about to get in there and do nothing with Frank. I can't believe it because he was backing up and going tooth and nail with Devin. Listen, it's about technical boxing with me. So maybe that's why we're having a misunderstanding because as a professional boxer, I'm only talking about technical boxing. So when I match up to when I'm matching up to two technical styles as a professional boxer, Lomachenko can't beat these guys because he's not that big. He's not a power puncher, and you gotta be a power puncher to beat Frank. You can't just have pop.
There's nothing that Frank does better than Lomachenko. Nothing.
He punches harder. He punches harder, and he's more athletic, and he got a better sense of boxing than he do. Lomachenko is not as good as people think they are technically. I'm telling you, as a technical boxer,
I hear that shit.
Yeah, so you can say what you want, but when it comes to technical boxing, this is what I'm talking about. And if you didn't technically box,
who's better feet than Loma?
Loma don't got good feet. At the end of the day, in boxing, professional boxing, if you don't move your head, your feet can do whatever they want.
Wow.
The first line of defense in professional boxing.
You just said that Loma don't have
blood. And the first line of defense in professional boxing is moving the head. Loma, doesn't Devin have good feet?
Wow.
Devin have good feet?
Not better than Loma. Sorry. And he has good feet, yes, but not better than Loma.
Yeah, and the feet don't matter. It's how you move your head so you don't get. Does Canelo have good footwork?
Yes.
No, he doesn't.
Yes, he does.
No, he doesn't. He has decent footwork and they're slow. He moves his head.
Man,
he moves his head. I don't know. Maybe you boxed before. You tell me. Go ahead. Tell me.
Listen, Troy Mayweather, relax. First of all,
I'm not Troy Mayweather. I'm Cuerno de Chivo. I did a little boxing here and there.
You're breaking Lomachenko down like he's an average fighter.
He is.
Wow.
He is.
Wow.
He is. He don't have no inside work, and he don't move his head. You average. The all-time greats all had head movement, and they all had inside work.
Who has it better?
Doesn't have
Who's
that.
fought better competition, Loma or Tank?
Tank.
How great is Rolly Romero?
You name one fighter.
How great is Frank?
Loma lost the second fight to Salido.
Who's better, Rolly or Loma? Who's better, Loma or
who's better, Loma Rolly lost the second fight to Salido
or Teofimo?
He lost the second fight to Salido.
Who's better competition wise? Who is Tank fought that's better than Loma?
I will have to see Loma. I will have to see Loma. I will have to see Loma fight Rolly and those guys.
Oh, Jesus Christ! Wow,
I gotta see it. it, bro.
So Rolly's better than Teofimo, correct?
I got to see it.
So Rolly
I gotta see it.
Is Rolly better than Teofimo?
Hey, blood, he did nothing in there with Teofimo. He lost.
The question
I don't give a fuck if he fought him. He lost. He was in there running around.
This is the crazy thing.
He fought one good guy, Teofimo.
Devin Haney.
Devin Haney wasn't good like that, blood. And I'm just saying, technically,
Who's better than Devin?
He had no inside work.
Is Devin better?
He got in there with a non-world champion and Ryan Garcia, who everybody said was trash, and got his pack busted. Technically, he got hit with punches upside his head.
Is Devin not better and Loma and Teofimo not better than anybody he's fought? You're bugging right now. But anyway,
Teofimo is the best one, and that's the only one.
And he's better than anybody on Tank's resume.
And he didn't even do nowhere near good.
But
Teofimo has losses.
The question is one loss for Cambosis.
Yeah, so what are you talking about? Cambosis is average.
The question was
Cambosis is average.
I need you to listen.
No, I need you to make sure these niggas stay undefeated no matter who they fight. We talking about an undefeated fighter and not undefeated.
Being undefeated makes you a better fighter than someone.
You got to stay undefeated in boxing. It don't matter who you fight. You got to stay undefeated. It's hard to do.
So if you fight hard to do and go undefeated,
you ain't no scrubs like that.
Really?
When you get to a certain, really, nigga, I boxed.
I don't give a shit if you box. I don't give a fuck.
Oh, okay. Well, hey, then you tell me. Yeah, you tell me.
That makes no sense. If you're undefeated, it makes you better than another fighter. No, that's absolutely ass.
You gotta say
it's not a good assessment. We're gonna move forward because this makes absolutely zero sense.
All right.
Anyways,
go ahead.
Talking about fighting Shakur.
You boxed before, so you tell me.
Yeah, listen. I mean, you were like 38-0. So
no, it don't matter if I was 8-0, 38-0, 5-0, 1-0.
No,
did you tell me?
Don't say anything but answer the question.
All right.
Who had fought better competition?
I'm gonna go with Tank because you naming only one guy that these guys fought, and then they got losses on top of that.
Who did he fight that's better than Tio and Devin?
Devin is average, and Tio is average.
Okay, no problem.
Tio's eyes looked at like he had two of these ashtrays on him against Claggett. If you put Gervonta in there with Claggett, the way he fights.
That wasn't the question.
Hey. Do you want me on here to talk technical boxing, or you want to just fabricate everything else? I just answered it. I said Gervonta Davis.
Okay.
Cool. Because if you match those guys up with Gervonta, he stops them all. They're not even 4-round fights, blood. That's letting me know technically, because at the end of the day, we're talking boxing. Is what you do in the ring. These guys is looking average with average men. Their eyes is puffy and shit like that. So they average. Technically.
Okay.
I just seen Teofimo in there with an average guy, and he was beat up.
Did you see him against Josh?
Is that my fault?
Is Josh Taylor average?
Listen, Josh Taylor is average.
Okay. Is Rolly Romero average?
Josh Taylor is average technically because he tall and he go forward and give up his height. And niggas be, hey, can I get it off, blood? Or you want to just go ahead, do your thing?
No, you gotta go.
Oh, okay. because that's what I'm here for. I'm only here for technical boxing. So if you're here for anything else on the North, and when Hamza's on here, I'm only here to talk about technical boxing.
So,
and if you're
let me ask
average,
you a technical
okay,
question.
there we go. There we go. Go ahead.
So is Rolly technically better than Josh Taylor?
No, he's not. But since he has punching power, that's what keeps him in the ring
Who's
fighting.
better?
Because hey, blood, damn, I'm explaining it to you.
Okay, go.
Thank you. Some guys have power and they're not technically that good, and that's what keeps them in the winning column because they have that switch. Then you have some guys that are technically good and have power. So that's what keeps them undefeated, as in Frank. Not Frank, but Tank.
Okay, anyways, so apparently they're going into possibly fighting Shakur Stevenson. I think the original date versus Loma would have been November 2nd, but they're talking about Shakur Stevenson. I don't think it's a
Hey, blood. It's all over the internet that he didn't have the motivation that came to me. So I don't know what we talking about because he said he didn't have the motivation.
Yeah, that was after the $40 million thing. That was my theory.
Yeah, anyways, man, that shit trash. I don't want to hear that shit because even other boxers saying, listen, Robert Guerrero. And not Robert Guerrero. What's the guy's name who be on the podcast? Get into the Shakur thing? No, what's the guy's name? He was a middleweight. Mora. Sergio Mora, if I'm not mistaken. He was saying that all of a sudden I didn't ever say he was technically better. I said he had power. And Josh Taylor can't be technically that good. He's average because he goes forward with his height and lose against shorter fighters, just like didn't he almost get knocked out by Cotterall?
So we're moving forward with this.
Oh my God! Talking technical boxing with niggas who didn't do shit.
I mean, I don't know. You're right. I don't think anybody that doesn't box shouldn't even talk about it. But anyways, Shakur Stevenson is a possibility
because he just saying
November. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
No, you interrupted. Please.
No, I was just talking about the people in the chat. They just saying anything.
So, anyways, Shakur Stevenson versus at this point, I'm gonna be honest with you. I do want to see the fight, but I don't want to see the fight right now. It's kind of weird. Just because I don't think it's where it should be in regards to hype and making money. That's just me. But if Shakur does fight him, he's going to be a huge underdog. And I'm actually going to put my money in Shakur in that fight. But I don't think it happens in November. But they're talking about a possibility of Shakur Stevenson versus Tank in November. Finally, Tank is fighting the elite in his division. What's your take on that fight? Let's see. Let's hear the technically. Go.
Well, I just watched the last fight with Tank with a man who was smaller than him. Only had 12 fights with 10 knockouts. And he was willing to stop him. And he was willing to not listen to his corner. And when Bud and Dre was telling him what to do in the background, and he was like, I was getting busier. Yeah, you was getting busier with this, but you wasn't getting busier with the jab. He doesn't know how to let.
He wasn't. He said he wasn't letting his hands go. That's what he said. Yep. I'm just telling you what he said.
You don't have to let your hands go because that doesn't tell you anything technically.
That's what Bud said, and Andre Ward. That's what he said. I'm continuing. Say what you were saying. Go.
He doesn't know how to execute a proper jab as a southpaw, even on another southpaw, even on a right-hander. He doesn't know how to slip to the right and dig to the guts. He's going to get stopped. His skills are not that great. He's average. He hasn't understood professional boxing, sitting down on punches, staying in the pocket, catching and slipping and coming back. He doesn't know how to fight going forward. It's not going to be a good fight like everybody think it is. he's liable to get knocked out brutally.
Yeah,
And then everybody gonna be looking at me like, how did you figure that out? And I'm gonna say, I watched his last fight. I'm only can tell you what he's doing on tape against guys who are not. If you put that guy pound for pound, we just talking pound for pound, skill for skill, no matter the size. What you do when you're in the ring, how you land a jab. If you put that guy in there with Tank, he gets stopped instantly. Instantly.
I guess you think he stopped Shakur instantly.
No, the guy Shakur fought. He stops him, and then he stops Shakur. He stops both of them. They don't have the skills. I don't know what we talking about boxing where you can get hit in the chin if you ain't slipping and catching punches and doing all that. At the end of the day, he's not exciting because he doesn't even know how to land the jab, the 3 from a southpaw position, the 5 from a southpaw position, and the 7. The 1, 3, 5, and 7. That's all the front hand, the right hand. He don't know how to feint. He don't know how to fight coming forward, stay in the pocket, and catch the punches. He was just shooting the left hand to the right hook, the left hook, which is the 8. He wasn't coming with the left hook, coming around, giving me the right hook, coming up the middle. That's what would make him exciting if he had technical skill. He average at best, technically.
Well,
what do you want me to say? I trained with Andre Ward personally. In his gym, trained with him. He came to watch me fight ringside. I was a pro. I trained at Andre Ward's gym. So when Andre Ward, his big homie, who I trained amongst, say, "Hey, blood, you wasn't doing it like this," and then he be in there, I was doing, man, shut up, man, you average. That's it.
You said Shakur's average, correct?
He's average. He's not a good professional boxer. He would listen. It's 3 levels on the Olympic level. It's the best. It's the one in the middle, and it's the one who was the last. It's the gold, the silver, and the bronze. He was average in the amateurs at the highest level. It's levels at the highest level. It's gold, silver, and bronze. He was averaged at that level. Then when he got to the pros, he's not learning how to bring. He received the silver. You win a gold.
Okay, so you received the silver. That's still second place, right?
Yeah, and
that's not average.
It's 3 places.
Yeah, I know
it's only 3 places in the Olympics. It's first, second, and third. If you're in the middle, that means you landed on the average at the elite level.
How many people? That's not average.
And then, that's average on the elite level. So then, once you're not understanding what I'm saying, it's levels on every level. Even on the championship level, there's levels like undisputed. Nonito Donaire is a 10-time world champion. Do you see how there's levels? You can be a 2-time. You could be a 2-time world champion. You could just be like Andre Berto and Amir Khan, just unify, and Errol Spence. You just unified 2 or 3 belts. You didn't go up in weight. You didn't go down. That's a level in boxing. These are all levels.
I was just talking about the likeliness of the fight actually happening. I don't think it happened.
Yeah, I mean, when if it happens or not, he's gonna get stopped.
You really like Tank? You think he's...
No, I'm not talking about Tank. I'm talking about technically when you match up what I've seen them do in the ring as a professional boxer. I'm not talking about Tank. I'm not talking about Shakur. Let's strip the names out. Let's talk about what they actually do in the ring. He can't land a flush jab to control the range so he can get the stoppage with the power that he does have. He doesn't know how to sit down and dig the right hook to the guts. I didn't see him do it. I counted the fights when I did a film study. He only landed maybe 7 right hooks to the body. He only was throwing the right uppercut, the left hook, and was throwing the left hand. He's a one-handed fighter. He doesn't know how to do that on the professional level. I trained with Andre Ward.
But isn't Andre Ward one of his mentors?
Yeah, but he's not training with Andre Ward.
Okay.
He's not training with Dre. Is Dre not holding his mitts? That's not how professional boxing
No,
works.
I think I don't believe. I mean, if the fight happens in November, Shakur will be a huge underdog. But I'm gonna put my money on Shakur. I think Shakur beats him. I think Shakur is the best fighter he's ever fought. Period. I think. I mean, he is. I mean, he is.
So why didn't he stop the last man?
So if you stop someone, it makes you better than somebody else.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
boxing.
cool. So
It's boxing.
Why didn't
you know why? Because back in the day, when all the top fighters was coming up and they wanted to fight the guy, they would stop the guy and say, "Listen, I'm gonna stop him quicker than you stopped him."
Okay, so let me
because I want to fight you. So the guy you fought, I gotta fight him too. Okay. So I can stop him quicker.
Okay, so let's go on your theory. So now I'm gonna.
It's not my theory. That's what old school boxers used to do back in the day.
Let me know
they fought ex-world champions and stopped them.
Okay, so
quicker than the other guys.
Okay, cool. On that theory, all right.
You can. That's not a theory. You can literally go on BoxRec and see the Oscar De La Hoya, Floyd, and all them guys kind of fought the same guys around the same time.
Who did Floyd stop that was a champion?
Gennaro Hernandez.
Dog,
fucked you up. Yeah, he stopped. No, you asked. He stopped Gennaro Hernandez, and Oscar De La Hoya also fought him and stopped him.
He didn't have a knockout. I think the only
blood. You asked the question and I answered it. He stopped Gennaro Hernandez. He stopped Angel Manfredi. He stopped Diego Corrales.
Who did he stop at 147?
No, you asked the question. Them was all future champions. Now you changing the goalposts.
No. What you said was no. It's not changing. I'm going on your slow ideology. What you stated was a knockout.
No, listen, Norbs, you're not. It's not my ideology, bro.
No.
When you go on BoxRec,
can I talk?
But go ahead, do your thing, because you making up shit. I'm telling you what they actually, happened on BoxRec.
I can replay the shit, dog. You said, and I quote, "It's based on stopping people." Floyd didn't stop anybody at 147. I think outside.
That's not what I said. I said when you want to fight somebody.
Guys in the comments.
I said when you want to fight somebody, you fight the people they fought and you stop them quicker.
Who did he stop?
I said that.
Did he stop Cotto?
I said that. No, I said he stopped Gennaro Hernandez.
Bro, he stopped Victor Ortiz at 147. That's it. I'm talking about 140.
No, I'm not talking about one. I'm talking about bro. Are you listening to what I'm saying, or are you just going and saying what you want to say? When you want to fight somebody,
that's actually what you're doing. I was going off of what you said.
No, that's because you're not saying what I said.
Floyd didn't have many stoppages towards the end of his career. He didn't. He just did it.
I'm not talking about at the end of his career. You asked what ex-champion Floyd stopped off the question that I said. You fight if you go to their BoxRec. Oscar De La Hoya and Floyd fought some of the same guys. And then you said, "Well, who did he stop?" You said, "Who did he stop?" I said, "Gennaro Hernandez." He stopped him, and Oscar fought him. And Oscar also stopped him, if I'm not mistaken.
Stop me if I'm wrong. You said, and I quote, you didn't just say it's who stops who. And Floyd didn't have many stoppages at 147.
No, you said somebody make somebody better if you stop them. I said, yes. You said,
yes.
Yeah, nigga. What North?
You didn't stop
Are we, man, blood, you drunk because you never boxed. If I get in there with you and you go 12, and then you get in there with me and I stop you, I'm better than you.
Okay.
Because I stopped the nigga you couldn't stop.
Okay.
What are you talking? This is boxing, bro.
Okay.
You can get killed and stopped. If you get in there and you can't stop, and I stop you, I'm better than you.
Get back onto the subject because I was trying to get into something. You're just going. This is what you do. I'm gonna break you down, right? You say, make a statement, and when I pull you on a statement, you say you never said that, or it's technical, or this is your main response.
No,
you didn't box, so how would you know?
No. I told you I only talk technical boxing.
Okay. All right, cool.
So whatever you talking about, at the end of the day, whether it's about making money, it's about getting fights, it's about not fighting and not having motivation. Because you don't want to get punched in your shit because that shit hurt. Now, Norbs, if we can go to the gym anytime you want to, and we could trade blow for blow, and you could tell me, do you want to keep getting paid to do this? And we could just put money down on the ground, and we could just hit each other in the chin. You can hit me in the chin, and I could say, "Hey, blood, do you want to keep putting money down, more money down?" That's at the end of the day. That's all that matter, bro. Niggas is getting knocked out. They're getting beat up. They're getting embarrassed in there. Like, that's what it's about. I don't know what you think it's about, but that's what boxing is about.
What are you talking about? I'm
talking about getting your ass beat in the ring, and that's why you're not having motivation. And then when you get in there, when Shakur get in there with him, he's gonna get stopped because he can't even stop these guys on the level he
stop
on.
Anyone.
He's not gonna beat Tank Davis. He's gonna get stopped because if you don't have power to keep Tank off you, if you don't have power to keep Tank off you, how you gonna stop getting? How you gonna stop him from hitting you?
Okay. Well,
yeah, blood. That's boxing.
Okay. No. Anyways, you just threw me off completely. Anyways, Victor Ortiz and Sean B. Mitchell. Sean B. Mitchell wasn't at 147, but I think he wasn't. I'm not sure.
He was at 140. He was at 140. Anyways, Floyd went on a 140 tour and was just stopping.
If the fight were to
he stopped Sean B. Mitchell at 140.
If the fight were to happen, which I don't think it'll happen in November,
he's gonna get stopped.
I got my money on.
Why? Because Shakur doesn't stop anybody, and the way Tank fights, he's gonna stop you if you don't have power to stop him. You can't outbox him for 12 rounds. That's just common sense at this point. His record proves that, not me.
We're gonna definitely find out if it definitely happens. I don't believe it happens, but we're gonna find out. It depends on who Shakur ends up signing with. He hasn't signed with anybody, but he's looking at Eddie Hearn. Somebody actually posted that if he signs with Eddie Hearn, the fight's not happening.
Yeah,
he's talking about fighting with Floyd. I don't know. I don't think the fight happens. I think Shakur needs to take another fight in order to build up the hype for this fight, simply because his past performances have kind of been.
I ain't trying to hear that shit. Everybody want to see this fight, but you now. No. Everybody want to see it. Everybody saying fight Shakur, blood. Fight Shakur.
Because they want to see him fight somebody.
Yeah, and then
nobody's paying. Nobody wants to see him fight Frank Martin.
Once he knock him out, once he knock him out, it's just gonna be like, well, it's gonna be some excuses. I'm just telling you, bro, because if you don't have power to keep somebody off of you in professional boxing with 8-ounce gloves on. Yeah. So everybody can talk about what they want to. At the end of the day, you put your hand at 8 ounces and then you get your ass in there. And when you get hit, if you don't back somebody up off of you with 8 ounces, and then a person who you fighting got a 93% knockout ratio, you're gonna get stopped.
Power doesn't always equate to a victory, buddy.
Hey, blood. Tank has a great jab. He throws great counter punches. He has a great IQ. Yeah. What are you talking about? Like he just beat Predator. He not Deontay Wilder. That nigga Tank is sharp in there, bro.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna find.
He executes a great game plan.
Well, we're gonna find out if the fight.
Shakur don't even listen to his granddaddy in the corner. His granddaddy told him to go out there, execute the triple jab, and let your hands go. He didn't do that.
We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out if the fight actually goes down. We don't know. But anyways, back to the main thing I was wanting to talk about today: Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul. The fight actually went down with Mike Perry on Saturday versus Jake Paul. Jake Paul ends up stopping Mike Perry. But I'll tell you this: I'm just being honest. I was actually. Let me see. Let me phrase this. I was impressed with Mike Perry's grit. Mike Perry's not a great boxer. He's a bare knuckles guy. But the fact that he was able to even withstand some of them blows being outweighed by like 40, 50 pounds was actually impressive. But I will tell you this. And after watching that fight, it led me to this conclusion. Mike Tyson is going to knock Jake Paul out in November.
When I said that, nigga said I was crazy. That's crazy.
And this is
crazy. That's crazy now.
And this is why I feel this way. Watching
Not
Jake Paul,
feeling, bro.
Watching Jake Paul at 200 plus pounds. I think he's like at 240 or some crazy shit like that.
It has nothing to do with his weight.
Let me know when I can actually get something off without you interrupting me.
Go ahead.
Watching Jake Paul at that weight, he looked fatigued. he just didn't look. I mean, he was landing some shots, but at the same time, he's landing shots against somebody, which, and this is what you would say, Tech doesn't move his head, move straight forward, doesn't understand how to counter. It's completely different. And I realized, like, watching that fight, it made me realize, like, damn, Jake Paul is beating a lot of non-boxers. The only boxer he did fight was Tommy Fury, and he lost. And that's just the facts. And when I watched it, it made me actually now want to see this fight because I'm like, yo, Tyson may end him early. I mean, that's Tyson's best shot is to end him early because I don't think Tyson can go 8 rounds at this point in his career. But I don't think Jake Paul can go 8 rounds versus Mike Tyson. But just watching it, I feel like, and I mean, stop me if I'm wrong, when you can interject. Tyson just is still better at this age than a Tommy Fury. Period. But I don't know. I mean, what do you think?
Are we serious? We talking about?
You tell me.
We talking about a 19-year-old man along with Floyd Patterson that was the youngest heavyweights of all time. 19. That means you're a teenager knocking out grown men. I don't care if they sorry. I don't care if they trash. You a heavyweight young teenager knocking out grown men. Why would that even be a discussion? I mean, when we put in it don't matter. When we put him in, you know why? Because Bernard Hopkins fought to 50.
50 is not 58. And he was
It don't matter. Bernard Hopkins wasn't anyway, bro. He gonna get in there and get knocked out because he can't box. It has nothing to do with his weight, his fatigue. The way he deliver his punches technically is not going to allow him to win a fight. I don't know why we can't just talk about that. I get it. Don't everybody understand how to land a shot with the 4 knuckles, how to turn a punch over, how to execute a proper jab, how to move your head properly with the style that you have. He's not a boxer. So how is he going to beat anybody at this point? He doesn't have any real professional experience.
I mean, but that's why he's fighting the competition he's fighting.
Once you put him in there with Mike Tyson and he actually feels a real heavyweight shot to his head, he's going to bed. He's never been punched like that. Like, it don't matter what weight class you in, bro. It doesn't matter. Listen, blood. It was one point in time when Floyd was fighting Logan Paul, and Floyd hit Logan Paul with a 1-2 and damn near knocked him out, bro, and then held him up. I was like, damn, he hurt. He hurt him. Because I seen Floyd hurt people in sparring. He has crazy accurate power. And it's nothing like getting hit on the chin by a real professional. This shit is crazy sharp, bro. I've been hit by them niggas before. I've been in there with Amir Khan, Andre Berto, Cleotis Pendarvis, Ricardo Williams Jr., Aaron Coley, Kareem Mayfield. I could go on and on. Hank Lundy. I've been in there with some of these guys. The punches is sharp.
My take on that fight is this. Mike, I think Jake.
He might stop him to the guts.
I think Jake, and this is what I think Jake's going to end up doing. Jake is going to try to tire Mike out by holding on to him for the first 2-3 rounds. And then try to land something big. That's what he's going to do. He's not going to be able to stand there and not hold Tyson in the first couple rounds. He's going to hope that Mike's age catches up with him within the first couple rounds, and then he can take over. I'm just being honest. That's my biggest concern with Mike Tyson's his age and his durability and how tired. I mean, how fatigued he's going to be.
How many rounds did he do with Roy Jones Jr.?
It wasn't good either.
No, I didn't ask that. How many rounds did he do with Roy?
I don't remember. How many do?
It was probably, if it was 8. Man, he could do 12 with Jake. If you put Roy in there, listen, if Roy could take a shot to the body and them punting in there with Mike like that, blood, like, man, what?
So this is actually a good point right now. He said if Mike Perry ate all his punches, Mike Tyson will not withstand. First of all, guys, Mike Tyson has a good chin, a very good chin.
Man, listen. Oh my God, these niggas is drunk. Bro.
My man Mike Tyson. My biggest concern is his age, and I think that's what Jake Paul's gonna end up doing. But I don't see after watching that fight versus Mike Perry, I don't see him beating Mike Tyson at all. I was like, damn, bro. Like, and if you really break down,
he's not technically sound. What are we talking about?
He's been boxing only 3 years, like maybe 3 years, professionally.
He's not technically sound, man.
I'm arguing that he is. What I'm saying is
that's what boxing is about. That's how you get knocked out. What?
I'm confused at your statement.
You confused that if you make a mistake, you pay and you go to bed? One mistake, it's over with. Did you see H2O? Did you see H2O?
Nigga went to sleep.
Yeah, his daddy never boxed. His daddy never boxed. So then one mistake, but that's the thing. The first mistake was your daddy never boxed. So it looked like you doing good, but he set a trap for you. He made you comfortable. He made you think that you can do what you could do in that range and then clipped your silly ass. He made you comfortable.
He was dominating that fight. And
it looked to be that way. It's called setting a trap. And that's what happened. He set a trap and made him comfortable and then clipped him. That's what boxing is about.
Listen,
he set a trap for him. He made him comfortable.
He was losing that entire fight and fell asleep on him.
Hey, listen, I just said what happened as a professional, knowing boxing. He set a trap for him, made him comfortable, and put him to bed. You know why? Because he know he didn't have real experience taught from a person with real experience.
He definitely used his experience.
And you know what he did to get knocked out? He was switching while he was still in range. That's a technical error. That's what we're talking about with Jake. Now, we take all of that technicality to why he got knocked out cold like that. Sleep, booty in the air and shit. Because you don't switch. That everybody in boxing knows that. When you professionally box. You don't switch when you in range because you could get caught switching. But when your dad never boxed and he got you doing that silly shit that's not boxing, you get knocked out and you think you winning the whole fight. Yeah, I'm gonna just let him get comfortable. He gonna be doing that shit. He gonna switch. One, fight over with. How many rounds did it go?
What fight?
The H2O fight when he got knocked out.
I think it was in the 6th round. I'm not even sure.
Yeah, he was. Listen, I've been 6 rounds before. If the fight didn't last 6 rounds, then he just a 6-round fighter. He couldn't technically last 8. But listen, if you got technical skill, you're a contender. You make it to the 10 and 12 round mark because it's your technical skill that keeps you from getting stopped. And this is boxing. So if you don't have technical skill to last, how long was the fight scheduled to last?
I don't even know.
How long was the fight scheduled to last, sir?
I think it was a 10-round fight.
Okay. He only lasted 6.
I think it was.
That lets you know he wasn't technically good and he wasn't dominating the whole fight.
He was dominating the entire fight, bro. What are you talking about?
No. How many rounds was it scheduled to go, sir?
Bro.
Dominating the entire fight would have been winning the fight.
Did you watch the fight?
And then getting the scare. He got knocked out in the 6th round. He wasn't dominating.
Did you watch the fight?
Yes. He got knocked out.
So
the things he were doing in there were not technically sound.
Hold on. Did he actually win a round? Which round would you have given him? Hello? Did he win a round? He was losing the entire fight. What are you talking about?
Boxing works like this.
Answer the question before you go into that.
He could have been. I don't know. I need to watch it and judge it for myself again and score.
Look, you could be blind and see he didn't win.
Blood. In a 10-round fight, if you don't know what you're doing, You can seem like you're winning every round, and then in the 6th round, you go to fucking sleep. Because you don't know what you're doing.
Doug.
And when I watch the fight on my channel and break it down today, and I get back to you, I'm going to say, no, he wasn't winning those rounds due to these technicalities.
There's no way you're going to say that.
All right.
There's no way.
Why he get knocked out then?
He got knocked out. He got caught. He didn't win a fucking round.
No, why did he get knocked out all of a sudden?
Sleeping and got caught.
Well, how? Explain how that happened.
Bro, dog, he got overconfident, he got cocky, and got caught coming in.
No, he didn't get overconfident and cocky.
He was definitely.
He made a technical boxing error.
Because he was overconfident. Yes.
His chin was in the air. He fight with his chin in the air.
You just said that he possibly lost a round. No, he did not.
Hey, I'm going to say it again. He didn't get cocky and get overconfident. His technical skill is the reason he got knocked out. He fight with his chin in the air. I watch him. I've been watching him.
Listen, dog. The question was simple.
What
round did you give him prior to the knockout?
I said I didn't score the fight. I just watched the fight. I didn't score it.
You can't give me an estimate of what round you thought he.
No, because I'm gonna go watch it and really score it off the 4-point criteria. I knew he was gonna get his pack busted.
But you're not going to give him a round until he gets knocked out. You're not.
All right. All right. Okay.
You're not. And if you do, you just do it because you want to.
No, because I know I'm not, because when I give rounds, I break it down to the 4-point criteria. It's not me. I do it off of accurate punching, ring generalship, effective aggression.
And that's what he was losing every aspect of the fight.
In defense.
He was losing every aspect of the fight.
And then he knocked him out cold.
Yes.
Exactly. Because he doesn't have the technical skill that you think he has. Just like T.O., just like all these niggas you naming is average. They could be good to you. They average to me.
Oh my God. T.O.'s average and he unified it to.
And then you put him in, you take Mike Tyson and Jake Paul. We transfer all of that. Mike Tyson is gonna knock him out. And every time I say that, people, he old, he 58, he this, he that.
He's 58.
Hey, blood, he never fought a heavyweight. Jake Paul has never even fought anybody.
That is true.
To be knocked out, to be even his chin tested, has never been hit in the chest, has never kept nobody off of him. When you in there with a real pro, bro, 4 rounds seem like 12.
How many? Let me ask you a question. This is pretty simple. So you have no questions about Mike Tyson's age?
And not unless it's physically something really wrong with him, and then it's medically, you know what I'm saying? He's been diagnosed.
You feel 100% confident that Mike Tyson, who just had the fight pushed back because of health issues, that's not concerning.
If that's the case, why he's still scrapping with him? But then if he get killed, hey, that's on him.
He moved it to November because of health issues. You do
all right. Well, if he healthy in November and he get in there, he gonna knock him out still.
It's like again, I'm gonna just repeat it. Look, my biggest concern with that fight is his age. Mike Tyson.
I just watched Jake Paul. His technical skill is garbage.
But he's also 27.
What that mean? I don't care nothing about your age. Your technical skill is garbage. Age don't. You could be 13. Mike Tyson was 19, knocking grown men out in professional boxing. He was younger than Jake Paul.
Knocking out 58-year-old fighters. That's not what he was doing. When you're 58 years old, you can't do the same thing until you were 19. You just can't.
I could tell you what he can do. He can punch. And he can still move. And when you put him in there,
for how long?
Jake Paul's gonna have to, as long as he did when he was in there with Roy. And Roy's a professional boxer.
Roy,
no. Jake Paul doesn't have the athletic footwork for Roy at this age.
Roy wasn't.
He doesn't even have the skill to keep Mike off of him. And Roy was all over the ring, not trying to get hit.
They weren't even fighting like that. Come on,
man. It don't. And listen, even fighting like it's just so hard explaining to somebody who never been hit without a headgear against a pro nigga. Like it's crazy.
That's your go-to move. Like you
Hey,
are,
bro, they was fucking hitting each other. What else go-to move you want me to go to?
No, that's your go-to move.
They was punching each other. No, not me.
You are.
They were, nigga.
You are the Patrick Ewing.
No. Listen, bro. Roy Jones and Mike Tyson was punching each other.
It was a fight.
What the fuck is you talking about? They wasn't fighting like that. Roy Jones said the nigga punched me in the chest and it felt like a mule hit me. So you gonna disregard that? That's why I can't fuck with that. I'm gonna just let you just sound stupid.
Jake is going to really try to knock him out. I don't think he.
And that's fine. Let him knock him out. If he knock him out, then he get knocked out. That's a part of boxing. It won't be the first old nigga, and it won't be the last. But if he don't know what he doing in the 4 rounds, he won't even last 4 rounds.
I mean, that's Tyson's best shot. If he doesn't get him within the first.
Hey, listen, if you didn't box, you can analyze the game all you want, but your analysis is not factual due to what's actually going on from experience. So you can analyze what's going on with a car, but if you're not a mechanic, you're not gonna know. So, like, why do niggas be doing that when it comes to boxing, but don't never be trying to get in there? The moment you say, well, let's go box then. Since say if your analysis when I actually put your win there is correct. Jake Paul doesn't have the analysis. He doesn't have the experience like that.
He doesn't have nobody's arguing Jake Paul has the experience. But you can't
That's what boxing is about.
Mike Tyson.
Do you think Jake Paul could beat James Toney right now?
James Toney's like 100.
No, that's not what I asked. Just do you think he could beat him right now?
How old is James Toney?
Do you think he could beat him?
How old is James Toney?
I don't care. I'm not trying to give him no excuses. He was just in there fighting Razor Ruddock. Do you think Jake Paul can beat James Toney right now?
I don't think Jake Paul can beat.
Because James Toney was calling him out on the thing.
I don't think
on his Instagram.
I don't think that Jake Paul can beat a professional boxer at this point in his career. No, I don't believe he can. Now,
all right,
if there's a handicap where you're a certain age, James Toney's not in shape. Mike Tyson is just getting into shape, and he has health problems. That's the biggest
James
concern.
Toney has never been in shape.
So being not in shape at 30 and being not in shape in your 50s.
No. James Toney has never been in shape at no age.
Let me ask you a question. Is being out of shape at 30 and being out of shape in your 50s different?
At 30, James Toney wasn't in shape.
Answer the question. Stop.
I'm talking James Toney. He's never been in shape. 100%. We're not talking about a nigga who was in shape at 30 and a nigga who wasn't. I said James Toney wasn't in shape at 30 and he ain't went in shape when he fought Samuel Peters. And that's just a fact, my nigga.
So the question again is, James Toney at 30 years old is the same fighter as James Toney out of shape at 50?
Can Jake Paul beat him?
That's not the question. I asked you a question.
No, that's the question I asked, and you tried to ask a question. I asked the question.
No, I need you to start replaying these episodes and actually listen to what you say. Like
you was talking about Mike, and I said, can Jake Paul beat James Toney? And you said he can't beat any professional boxer.
I don't
and then you start asking about age. And I said, I'm not giving no excuses.
He's not a professional boxer.
He just fought Razor Ruddock.
Dog, when the fuck? I didn't even. Who the hell cares about that? How old is Razor Ruddock? 70?
I'm not asking age. You asked when he last fought.
Age, you cannot overlook age, dog. You cannot.
Hey, listen, can he beat? So you saying that Jake Paul can beat James Toney? Right now. You saying that?
James Toney is like 100 and he's
is that what you're saying? Norbs, just say it if that's what you're saying, bro.
What I'm saying is this. You cannot discount age. I don't give a shit if you're Sugar Ray Leonard at
I don't care about none of that shit you talking about. Right. I'm talking about if you put him in an exhibition, a fight, whatever him and Mike Tyson doing. If you put them two in the ring, can Jake Paul beat him? James Toney?
Yes. I'm gonna say yes.
All right, then we'll just say that. But then you would say he'll knock out Mike Tyson. The Mike Tyson can't beat him.
I think Mike Tyson's in a lot better shape than James Toney.
And I'm gonna tell you that James Toney never won off of being in shape.
Again, now I'm gonna ask you a simple question, and I guarantee you don't answer. You're gonna come up with every other stupid answer possible. At 30 years old, is it the same as being out of shape at 30 and being out of shape at 58?
Yes, it is. Norbs, you in shape? You been in shape ever? So you doing that to yourself, my nigga. I'm in shape right now. I'm 44, nigga. I'm in better shape than I was at 30. My diet better. I would have stopped me.
You could do.
Yeah, my nigga.
You could do more stuff at the age of
yes, bro.
at 44 than you were when you were 26.
Yes, bro. Because I was boxing at 30.
Okay,
and
so
I've been boxing now. And if I was boxing now, I could do more because I know more about boxing. I'm not doing 30-year-old boxing dumb shit.
Okay.
That's why I keep trying to tell you, blood. I actually boxed at 30.
Okay, so you
and then hold on. I boxed at 30, and then I was about to take a fight at 39, and I was better. It's on my YouTube.
Are you guys
it's
ready?
On my it's on my Instagram.
Are you guys ready for the pack busting?
It's on my Instagram, bro. All the shit I do on my Instagram.
Anybody watching? Are you ready for the pack busting?
What is you talking about?
Are you ready for the pack busting? Watch this question, and I watch him hang up. If that were to be true, correct? How many world champions have actually won the belt at 58 or at 55?
We have yet to see any world champions.
Why do you think that is?
They haven't been staying active enough to do it, and there's rules in the commission.
You could be,
but we haven't seen it. That's why the oldest is.
Why
50.
haven't you seen it?
Because the oldest is 50, and somebody got to beat that, and that's it.
Why do you think?
Bro, because ain't nobody done it. That's
so you're telling me right now you could come back right now and win a championship,
Blood. If I could box right now, at the age and the strength and the speed I got, see, this is the thing. You could just go on my fucking gram.
Pack busted. I'm with you, Diesel. His pack is busted.
Yeah, my nigga. You could just go on my gram, my nigga. I don't have to talk about it. Let's look at it.
I'm not looking at it, gram.
All right then, nigga. That's why, blood.
The answer to my question is 0.
Yeah, you can't tell me what I can fucking do. I'll beat the fuck out of Devin Haney. If I can fight, I'll beat the shit out of T.O. Look. They can't fight. They don't hit hard as me. They not my size. All that going it's not going that long. I ain't gonna have to do all that. You're gonna be running around and I'm gonna just be punching on you and I'm gonna stop you. I've been in the gym with these niggas.
At 44.
No, at 36 with younger niggas beating their ass. Yeah, and that's my point. I didn't have to. It doesn't matter the age. I start boxing at 27. Yeah, my nigga. I didn't box all my life like a mirror, and these niggas been boxing all their life. I started boxing at 27, 31, 33. I was in the ring beating the fuck out of niggas, knocking them out in sparring and knocking them out in fights. So ain't no talk about it. At 36, niggas didn't even know I was the age. So Norbs, you can't take. Yeah, ain't no arguing with me, nigga.
Yeah, you lost.
My nigga.
You lost really bad. The answer
I didn't, Norbs, because you're not making any sense. You're talking to a made nigga. That's why I'm on here with you. You only know me because niggas only know me from boxing.
Troy, there's 0 champions in their mid-50s ever. There's a reason for that.
Hey, blood. Because niggas ain't done it. Just like a nigga, hey, bro, a nigga done what Brian did before he did it.
All right, so why doesn't Floyd want to fight?
What nigga done did what Brian did? At this age.
He's 38, 39.
No, at this age.
Nobody.
What would he do? All right, then.
Well, Tom Brady. Tom Brady won championship.
Yeah, and Tom Brady.
He won championships. LeBron hasn't won a championship since like 33.
Bro. Until it's done, you can't say it can't be done. So you just got to.
It hasn't been done.
Okay, that's fine. Because a nigga ain't done it yet. Just like a nigga ain't done what Brian did.
So you don't think that
just because a nigga ain't done what Tom Brady did. It can be done, blood. Yes, it's humanly possible.
You're telling me there's no difference between a 58-year-old and a 27-year-old physically? Is that what you're saying? Because that sounds absolutely insane. Mike Tyson gets
No, hold on. Are we talking according to boxing?
We're talking according to boxing. There's 0 champions.
Okay. All right, thank you. I'm glad you said that. According to boxing, it's not about what you could physically actually do in the boxing ring as far as how strong you are. It's about your actual skill set. So Archie Moore is the greatest fighter of all time because of his skill set. And he had 200 fights and almost 130 something knockouts. And he fought everybody.
So let me ask you a question. How many champions were there? What's the oldest champion in history?
I think it's Bernard Hopkins and George Foreman.
How old?
I think it's up towards 50. But I think George was like 45 and Bernard was like 50 or 49 or something like that.
No, Bernard first belt, his oldest, when he won the oldest belt, he was 46. And George Foreman was 45.
Okay.
No champions over 50. There's a reason why Floyd Mayweather is not fighting in his 40s. Like real fights.
What's the reason?
Can't do it no more. It's too taxing on your body when you get to a certain age. Younger guys are going to beat you. It just happens.
Listen, I'm not saying it doesn't happen. You said of somebody being a champion at an age of 50. It will happen one day, bro. And it's not going to be a weird thing. It's just going to happen. It's humanly possible, bro. Just because you don't have the nuts to do it or somebody didn't have the nuts to do it don't mean it can't happen, bro. And that's just where it's at, my nigga.
It's never happened. You have to take into account age is undefeated, bro. It's a rare. You celebrating LeBron James, that's a rarity, dog. Tom Brady is a rarity. Doesn't happen.
And in time, someone will do it because that's humanly possible. All right, bro. It's just
Mike
all
Tyson
right.
is not winning a belt at 50.
But listen, but I'm not. It's okay, bro. I know that you don't have the discipline.
Floyd Mayweather's not going to 147 and beating Boots Ennis. It's not.
He don't have to go to 147. He just has to become a champion. I don't know what age. See, you
where would Floyd be a champion at 147 or 155?
It just doesn't matter what you say and how you want to do it and how somebody do it and who you name. It doesn't have to be Floyd. It doesn't have to be any of these niggas today. It could be any man or any woman. It could be anybody, blood.
40s is one thing. When you're in your 50s, you have to.
It's okay, Norbs. It could be anybody, nigga. Okay. That's how boxing work. That's how things work. I'm sorry. It could be anybody.
Well, anyways, November it goes down. I think it's November 16th. I'm actually supposed to go to that fight.
Fighting Shakur or not?
We didn't talk about that. Mike Tyson is supposed to go down versus Jake Paul November 16th in Texas. It's going to be the biggest fight. I'm pulling for Mike Tyson. I think he can win. I believe if you don't get him out in the first couple rounds, I don't think he will win. But I'm looking forward to it. But again, at 58 years old, having medical issues, it's you're just not the same person. And again, I'm looking.
Now that you're not the same person, but if he's physically healthy enough to perform,
you're never gonna perform the way you once did, bro. Not at 50 years old.
You don't have to do all of that.
You're not gonna be able to absorb the shots.
Doesn't know boxing because Jake Paul never absorbed a shot like that. I'm telling you,
100%. But at the end of the day, Tyson hasn't absorbed a shot like that in years, literally in years, and he's 58 years old. He just got his fight canceled because he couldn't get on a goddamn plane. Mike Tyson gets pushed through the fucking airport in a wheelchair. That's a fact. It's not fiction. You're asking a man that does that at 50.
Well, then why they scheduling fights then if he can't fight?
Money.
So then he not about to fight him in November then. So
he's just gonna fight him. He just put out a tweet said the countdown is near. I think Tyson, I think Tyson's gonna come out aggressive the first couple of rounds. Jake Paul's gonna hold on to him. If Tyson catches him, Jake's going to sleep. I'm pulling for Mike Tyson. But again, it is a cause of concern that he's 50.
My name ain't Troy. I work for Troy, but yeah, all right. Anyway, I got my pack busted by niggas who just be talking about shit that they never did, and this is why niggas keep getting knocked out. They keep trying to teach shit that they don't know. And listen, you could talk about it all you want. I have no argument with that. You could talk about whatever you want to talk about. But when somebody who's actually experienced and experienced it and was a professional at something tells you that's not, it's like you trying to argue, me trying to argue with Loaded Lux about how he should put his bars together to beat Rum Nitty just because I've been watching battle rap. Man, that shit sounds stupid. Do you battle, bruh? Then what are you talking about? No, but I've been watching your battles, analyzing. Man, what? No, it don't work like that. And you know that.
Shout out to Max Kellerman. Well, I'm going to let you know on that note.
That's why them niggas don't got jobs.
He's also a multi-millionaire from talking this shit.
Hey, blood.
Just saying.
He was a rapper.
He was a great analyst.
He was a rapper.
He was a great
He keeps
analyst.
it 100. He keeps it 100, but he don't know boxing like that.
Yeah, all right. Now you're fucking high. But anyways, I'm going to leave you on that.
You're a good historian and all of that, but when they're talking about breaking down a fight, as in why he not execute, well, why this guy didn't execute?
I want to see a breakdown on how that guy won a single round in that fight.
I'll tell you.
Yeah.
And when I tell you the actual rules of boxing, niggas be hurt because every time, everybody's saying it. That's how I know they really wasn't watching it. They only watching
the guy was getting destroyed until
because everybody said that Shake Foster won, and man, he didn't. He looked like shit in there.
Dog, he lost every round. He was getting fucking pummeled until that last shot. That's just the facts.
Have a good. I'm gonna watch it right now.
Go watch it. Go watch it.
All right.
If you could come out with a round that he won, I will definitely laugh.
Wait, hold on. Was it on? It was on pay-per-view. I wonder is it on the zone?
It was on the zone.
I gotta see. Because they don't be letting you just trying to see that. But yeah, have a good one.
Anyways, you take care, brother.
One yourself.
Yes, sir. My guy, the guy that pack busted my nut ass calls for today. My coaches wasn't good at these sports, so it makes no sense. I mean, that's Troy's argument for everything is you didn't do it, so you don't know. But that's not how it goes. But it's your boy Norbs. I'll be back tomorrow at 10 o'clock. We'll be a little more organized. I gotta take a break. I could only use Troy like once a month. He's driving me crazy with the shit. But again, guys, we'll get back to it. It's your boy, and we're out.